jumped the gun a little bit there.
No, you can never jump the gun. You can never have a premature ejaculation on this show. It's not a problem.
Came just at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. It's always the right time. Anyway, thank you for returning to the landscape. Introduce yourselves, lads.
Hello,
Tom, you go
I'm
first.
Tom. I'm Tom, and I'm the lead singer of Away Fans.
Yeah, cool. Played that.
Hey, Alex
And
here.
Alex.
I play guitar and do a bit of synthesizer sampling stuff as well in Away Fans.
Yeah, we like that. It's a really, really good track. We played it towards the start of the show. Excellent. Yeah, tell us a bit about that track then, which is Lights Out.
Thank you. See,
Yeah, we like
it
it.
is. Yeah, Lights Out is our first release on Bubble Brain Records. So first of all, big shout out and thank you to Jim at Bubble Brain, and also to Sally from Songbird PR for all of their support with it. I think Lights Out is kind of it's a culmination of the last year of our work of trying to find a kind of a bridge between maybe a guitar and sound, and electronic sound.
I think, yeah, sounds like a Dalek. Can you hear that? I think his internet's gone. Because
Yeah, I think he's screwed it.
he's all frozen up. If you just can just keep quiet for a second, dude, because
And yeah, like, so it's kind of that.
I've muted him because he's boring me now. No, he's not boring me. It's just stops you for everyone. Listen, if you can hear me, your internet connection's not quite right. I've muted you. You've frozen on screen, so I don't know if you want to go out and come back again and hand over to you. Can you explain? Sorry, can you do Google Translate on that gibberish we just heard then and tell us what it's all about? Go on.
Of course, yeah. So yeah, Lights Out came out probably about 3 weeks ago now. It's kind of a bit of a culmination of the stuff that we've been working on for the last year or so now.
Yeah.
We've really been trying to combine, like we've been on a bit of a journey as a band, defining our sound and trying to find new stuff to do. Um, Me and Tom, the rest of the band, we've always been into dance music as well as rock and roll, punk and that. So yeah, we've been working towards this for a while, and this one I think we hit that thing of combining them together in a way that really worked. And yeah, we're super proud of this one.
I'll put my mic on. See, it's a bit noisy now. I've got fans going because it's 30 odd degrees, so it's not good, is it? But yeah, it's great. And you're right. You mentioned Sally from Songbird and Bubble Brain Records. Absolutely wonderful. They work closely with Janice as well, and we've got this sort of symbiotic relationship rocking. So really pleased that you've come on and they've introduced you to us, and I know got that all together. So absolutely fantastic. All technical stuff. I'm going to ask you a question now. This sort of puts the cat amongst the pigeons. My favourite question to ask at all bands is, if there was a zombie apocalypse, which band member would die first? You're sort of on the piss.
Oh, that is a tough question, right? So, um, damn, I don't think we've ever really had this conversation.
No, it doesn't come up very often, does it? It's not like when you get around the table and go, which one of us is going to die first? So, out of everyone, who would die first? You must know. Come on, you know who's going to die first.
I don't want to throw anyone on the bus, but my intuition says it's going to be Dave, our bass player.
There you go. And if everyone else is in the room, they'd all say Dave, and Dave would probably say, yeah, it was me as well. So there you go. So don't worry about it. I don't know why your phone's gone. You're now portrait, but landscape. There you go. That's better.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. Great. Another question that I always like to ask is disasters on stage. Have you had any? Because they're always terrible for you at the time, but for us, we can now chuckle away and laugh at your misery.
What have we had? I mean, there was a gig a gig quite a while ago. I believe, if I'm telling the story right, I believe Tom and Dave got a bit
drunk.
close to each other on the stage,
Oh.
and I think a tooth chipping happened on one of their ends. That is a pretty bad one.
Oh, that's
Uh,
terrible.
um,
Did he put the tongue in as well, or just the teeth? Oh,
no, I think it was a
that
bit of
that is not
a
nice.
Glasgow kiss
That is
that resulted
awful,
in
isn't it?
a bit of tooth coming
You
out.
get your teeth done. That is, oh, it's going through me.
Mm,
Oh, and that's not good at all, is
mm.
it? Excellent. Pretty basic from Brazil. I've asked, what are your main musical influences?
That is a good question. So, we like a lot of different stuff. In terms of like more rocky stuff, I think Stone Rose is a good shout for this. Like, I'd say the sound is different, but they were quite pioneering on this cross section between like rave and rock culture.
Yeah.
They kind of brought together the people that go to gigs because they like to sing along with the band, as well as the people that like to go and dance and rave all night long as
Oh,
well.
yeah, that makes sense. I
So while
like
it
that.
sounds a bit different in terms of like the culture thing there, another big one for us is LCD sound system. Again, similar thing of this combination of more like doing guitar-y rock and roll music and dance at the same time. I'd say now we have kind of moved a bit more towards, taking influence from like drum and bass producers and stuff like this as well. A good one is like me and Tom are both big fans of Nair Archives, who is an awesome producer DJ. So yeah, definitely a bit of that stuff is creeping in, maybe more
Excellent.
on the sound side rather than the kind of the ethos.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
like
a
it.
few to drop
I
in
do
there.
like a bit of drum and bass. I particularly like liquid drum and bass, and I listen to it all the time. So there you go, as well as indie,
Mm.
obviously. So he's back. Back. Sorry, sorry about that.
Back.
I had to mute you, mate, because it was not very good for the listeners or the viewers, and you froze. Anyway, and he explained what was going on. We just asked the question who in the band, if there was a zombie apocalypse, which band member would die first? I want to find out if you think the same. Who would die first in a zombie apocalypse?
Uh, I'd say it's going to be Dave.
There you go. See, I rest my case. Everyone is thinking Dave. Even Dave's thinking it's Dave. It works every time, and it's a genius thing to do. So, anyway, what's your plans for the future? Have you done a lot of gigging? Because I'm not quite sure where you're up to with your getting out there. Yeah, what have you been doing?
So we've been gigging a fair bit, but I think this year we've kind of ramped it up quite a lot. And I think we're, pushing on with some quite exciting stuff over the next few months. So in a week and a half, so on Saturday the 18th of July, we're going to be playing at Priory Live Festival in Orpington. It's a fantastic lineup. So it's an amazing festival. It's relatively cheap tickets, but it's one-day festival which has loads of grassroots bands and is headlined by Heartless Crew, Republica, and Professor Green. So there's a fun there. We should be on around 6 o'clock. So yeah, we're excited for that one. I think that's good. That's our first festival that we played. So yeah, looking forward to that one. And then we've got a few more bits and pieces we're announcing over the course of the next few months in London. So we're also doing a little single release on August the 15th in the Hope and Anchor Islington. So I think we're kind of gone from like the biggest stage we've played the biggest stage we've played at Priory Live to maybe one of the smallest we've played in a little while at Hope and Anchor, because we wanted to do something that was kind of just fun and play kind of a proper little sweaty venue.
Yeah.
Get all of the lights down, get people down there, and kind of give them a proper good night. Really, I don't know if sort of Boffa mentioned it in the period when I was.
No, you didn't, because I was rattling on about all sorts of other nonsense. It wasn't promoting the band in any shape or form. But no, that's brilliant. I think there needs to be a bit more of those intimate gigs, and also house party gigs in Guard. We've done Duggy Fest here a couple of times, what have you? But that sort of thing. And I think with all the introduction of AI, as Boris says, AI, then people are going to crave analog going forward, and I think some of those more intimate gigs are going to be absolutely brilliant. So fair play for doing them. But a word of warning: if you've not done any of them before in the past, make sure you take mic stands or not. If they tell you've got all the equipment, don't ignore them. Take your own shit, because
absolutely.
they'll have nothing.
I think I think part of what we're trying to do as a band in that sound, and I think I caught maybe the end of Boss talking about it, was, trying to find this bridging point between kind of being a live band, and we are a live band, and we've got, we play live instruments and we play a set and we want to connect with people, but also having some of that kind of more electronic feel of that kind of, that bridging point between those people who like to go out and smash 15 pints on a Friday and those people who maybe like to go and stay out a little bit later
Yeah.
and dance tonight. And I think we're trying to be that bridging point. And I think
Fantastic.
it's that thing of, we try and pride ourselves as a band on being just as at home on a bigger stage in a kind of club space as we do in a tiny, sweaty little venue.
I like
And
it.
make sure that, if people are spending their hard-earned money to come and see us, and if they're giving up their time, we want to give them the
Mm.
best possible show we can. We want to make sure that we're making their night worthwhile and we're giving them that. And I think, exactly as you said, in an era of AI and kind of music as commercial ventures, what we're saying is come along to our show. We'll give you a good night. And if you really fucking hate it, tell us. We'll give you your money back. I mean, we won't
Why
because
not?
we're broke as
No,
fuck.
no,
But
yeah, we'll give you nothing. We'll give you nothing back. Right, we've got Shedlows to get on with. There was another question. Where does the name come from for the away fans? Where's that come from?
So, shall I do this one?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, we were, yeah, like Tom, I and Dave were in a previous project before, and we'd shifted the sound so much that we were like, this is a new band. We need to give this a new name. I think at the time there was a few bands that we were into that had like football names, and we were like, the one thing that we're not going to do is a football name. So anyway, we're in a pub in Bethnal Green debating, throwing band names out every 5 minutes. And there's a football game on. I cannot remember what game it was, but it was a big Champions League game. And I think it was like, what, 5-0, or like it was a ridiculous thing going on in the background on the TV. And every 10 minutes, oh God, there's another goal. And then the line popped out on the TV and the commentator just went, the away fans are going mental. And I was like, ooh, what about away fans? And we all kind of liked it.
I like it. Yeah, it's really
Then
good.
did the look up, and there wasn't another band with the same name. We were like,
Perfect. I
yeah,
like
that's
that.
us now.
That's brilliant. Right, I've got to get on with the show. It's been great to chat with you. This is not a one hit thing. So if you want to come back again and have a chat, as long as there's not been a zombie apocalypse and Dave's gone, then come back and have another conversation. But before you go, could one of you do an artist drop and say, this is the away fans and you're listening to Duggy Stone Radio?
This is Away Fans, and you're listening to Duggy Stone Radio.
Thanks for that, lads. Been great to chat to you. I know we've had some technical problems.